Welcome to Entrepreneurs Are Leaders podcast with Harry Sardinas. Interviews with world's most influential entrepreneurs that share tips about how to grow your business exponentially. Charismatic speaking, leadership, branding, marketing strategies designed to help you monetize your knowledge, find true happiness, and manifest your goals and dreams.
Welcome to Entrepreneurs Are Leaders, and today we have Arun as a guest, and we are going to cover an amazing topic, 5 steps how to find your true self. So Arun, tell us, what are the 5 steps to find your true self?
So there are 5 steps which I have listed, first thing, there is understand that there is a true self is actually is existing, and in that particular journey you should be having a good mentor and also should have a practice. Then you should be able to visualize and you should be able to rejoice. When we are talking about these 5 steps, we will come to the first step actually, understand there is a true self is existing. So what I mean by a true self, I have spoken this in my first book. This is Cosmic Engineering and Orgasmic Continuum. I have spoken.
Where can we find this book, Arun?
You can find it in Amazon. Also, you can get it from my website as well. So this is a kind of when we try to analyze our own self, we should see whether is there anything is being given to us from the society, or are we trying to get what we are exactly want to. What I mean by this, there is 2 sorts of thinking process is possible in every human being. One is subjective thinking and another one is relative thinking. So the subjective thinking is to think about what you exactly and what you exactly want from the things around you. And there is a relative thinking, what you relate yourself with the need of society. So to make it more clear, let's take the example of success itself. You can see the success in the way which how do society see the success, and you try to figure out the success is this way, but the success can be different from each person to each person. My success may not be right success for you, your success may not be right success for you. So this is called absolute thinking. So what exactly I mean by my success, you have to think through that from the ideas which is been given to you from your family, your friends, or society, or social conditioning, or whatever, and think through that and understand there is something which you really want, a tree which need to be blossomed and give a lot of flower and lot of fruits. In that way, there is something is awakening in you. So this is called the true self. That's something which you really want, that is very very hidden inside in your soul. So this is called the true self. So understand there is something called true self is existing. This is the first step to figure out your true self, and there are many different tools we can also use, Vedic astrology is one of the tool which I found which is useful. When we look into your chart, there are 12 houses and the planetary movements, we can call it as a celestial bodies that will go from one house to another house, but each house represent one energy point to you. You have a life, you have a wife, you have a kids, and you have these things are happening in your life, and the constitution or the Nakshatras which is in a certain type, and that will give you a certain kind of energy, those kind of things. These kind of tools you can use to find yourself in a more ancient way, like from the Mesopotamia, from the Sindhus civilization, from India, all these things. These ancient rishis or the ancient masters were using these kind of keys, this kind of techniques, which helps you to figure out, and that helps you to go to the source. Maybe we can say it is God, or maybe we cannot say it is God, or whatever. That helps you to go to that particular source. So these kind of tools you can use. This is the very first step in finding the true self.
Yeah. And then the second step, Aaron, what would be the second steps?
Have a mentor. It's a very essential to have a mentor in this particular journey. In India, we call them as in a particular ancient way. These kind of rishis are very essential. So I would love to. There are multiple rishis which is there in India, but some of the literature which I have studied is the one is from Ramana Maharshi. He is a Advaitic Vedantic scholar. He was sought out. Is there something which is existing beyond our physical reality, or something which is beyond our physical self? He is sought out in that in particular way, and he was always thinking, "Who am I?" He was given as a mantra to the the generations which is coming. So think, who am I my body, am I my senses, am I my visions, am I my smell, or whatever? Who am I? Think through. This was the one idea which is given by the Ramana Maharshi, and was also into this particular way of thinking. And I studied in a particular Gurukula called Narayana Gurukula, where I have I really got chance to stay with the masters and learn their literature. All those things. So that guru's name is Nataraja Guru. So he was a scholar. He explained the self in the way which the peoples will be able to understand. So this is secrets from Upanishads. He explained it in the way which many peoples will be able to understand. So these kind of, these are established masters. It's not necessary you to be having an established master in the way of figuring out who am I exactly is. You could also have many other things, even the trees or rivers or whatever. Like even the masters don't need to know that you are taking this guy or this woman as a particular master or whatever the thing. So you have to go to their understanding and stuffs like that. That will help you to get a master. So this is the second step, having a master. This is very important in this particular journey of understanding the true self.
And the step number 3, Aaron, what will be the third step that people should be doing?
So have a practice. So having a practice is a very important. Like I teach the Yogini Vidya. If you look into my channel, my YouTube channel, you could see there is something called Yogini Vidya. Yoginis are the in what we can say, it's just a kind of angels. Those who are Yogini is not somebody who is doing yoga or anything that sort. Like Yoginis are the angels, those who are really come and help you in the difficulties which you are into. Like the importance of this particular practice is that you can increase your ESPs. What I am referring to ESP is that the extrasensory perception. If you understand the extrasensory perception, like it's a sort of clairvoyance and clairvoyant, and ability to foresee people, and the ability to read their mind, and the ability to see what is going to happen tomorrow, and what is happening yesterday, this kind of thing. This is one of the practice which I teach. So there are many multiple books are available in India. This is one of the thing. This is actually in Hindi, and there are temples which are dedicated to this particular deities, that 64 yoginis. If you this is in Odisha, and this particular temple, it is in circular in shape. All the 64 yoginis are kept in one each another, and in the middle, you stand in the middle. Instead of you are worshipping gods, the gods will worship you. So it's like it's the ability to realize that you alone is the true self, and you alone is the thing which is existing. So over there, you will open up, you will channelize the spiritual energies from the from another dimensions, and from there you will get connected to the kind of very different realm altogether. So this is the third step to having an important practice that is been validated across, that has been validated by the generations, at least some 3-4 generations of gurus and disciples has been practiced this thing, and they have achieved some certain level of understanding and some certain level of siddhis. At least this is the very important step, having a regular practice in the process of developing the siddhis or the ESPs. This is the very important thing. This is the third step, which I would say.
And the step number 4?
Step number 4 is the ability to visualize. A practice, when you are having an understanding there is something which is existing beyond, and you are having a practice also that to achieve this particular thing which is beyond, and now you should be able to visualize your success, like whatever it way. Like for example, you want to make $1 billion, or if you want to make a trillionaire or millionaire, then the very important key is to visualize the thing. You should be able to relate every day, I am billionaire. This should be a mantra. In that particular way, you should be able to see or foresee these practices in everything you are related to. For example, these 64 yoginis which I was talking about, which I'm teaching about, this 64 yoginis has 64 abilities. Each yoginis has one ability, and this particular ability is like, ability to read future. We call it as astrology or Jyotisha in India, or Kama Sutra. This is the ability to make your partner very great and put them into a very good relationship and things like that. These things you should be able to visualize, and then only you can connect to the true nature. Like if you are not able to visualize your own self, you are a billionaire, you will never going to be a billionaire. You see, in that particular way, you should be able to visualize. This is very important thing, and this is very important in this particular practice actually.
And the final step?
Final step is to rejoice. You should be able to having fun. You should not be so much. You should not be you should not be so much serious about this particular thing. You should be able to have fun. So this is the final step. So these are the 5 steps I would say that helps you to realize your own true self. Yeah.
So then, Arun, if someone from our audience, they are more interested in to learn more about this topic and how to find the true self, how people can find you and how this process works?
contact me in my website, which is www.arunshoga.in. If they go there, they can connect with me. And if they come to my YouTube channel, there is something called Vedic reading series. This is a podcast series which I have did reading of different people. Where is their energy points are staying? What is the energy is working with them? What all are the energies they can achieve? All those stuff. So they can go through that and understand how the Vedic astrology exactly is working. And also there are games in my website, which is actually to help them to develop the extrasensory perception. You got some kind of siddhi or some kind of ability. Now you have to test it whether it is working or no. So they, for that, how much percentage at least, for that I'm making some sort of games in my website, like, where people could actually go and test their ability, and how does that stuff is working for them, all those things.
So, Arun, thank you so much for joining the podcast. I really appreciate it. And for all of you listening, see you in our next episode of Entrepreneurs and Leaders, how amazing people share their stories and help you to achieve your goals. Bye for now.
Follow us for more on charismatic speaking, leadership, exponential business growth, branding, marketing, strategies designed to help you monetize your knowledge, find true happiness, and manifest your goals and dreams.